Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. You're probably wondering where have I been the last couple of days. On Saturday and Sunday probably you did not see me disappear, but yesterday you did. The thing is that we went towards the north part of Spain to the beautiful Galicia, and there we were filming the most beautiful Christmas video ever, which will be out here on the channel yesterday on midday. And it's the most beautiful town in Spain for Christmas, Vigo. It's a place that a lot of even national and international tourists are coming to see, and it's supposed to be the most epic Christmas lights of Spain this year, 2022. Which is why yesterday we did not have any kind of news update, but today we just landed in Valencia. We just came back home. I took all my news update and I'm here on the lovely beach in Altea to let you know what's happening in Spain and what is waiting for all those of you who will be coming to celebrate Christmas or New Year to our lovely and sunny country. First of all, let's talk about the situation here in Spain in terms of bars, the amount of people that are arriving right now. Then we'll be talking about what's happening with tourism in Benidorm, if it's actually not as good news as we expected, and what the main issue actually is. And the last news will be the brand new event that is waiting for us at the end of January. And it's somehow related to the famous tapas of Spain. And we'll top up with the latest weather forecast. What kind of weather is waiting for us on Christmas and New Year? So stay tuned if you want to know some of these news. First of all, let's talk about the situation in Spain. Right now, to be honest with you, is already considered a low season for Spain and for touristic areas as it is, especially our Valencian community and Mediterranean area. So it's kind of normal that there is slightly less tourism. The bars and restaurants, however, are still working. Some of them did start to close each time, and week by week we slowly see some more places closing down, either temporarily or just basically saying that they are selling or renting out their business, which sometimes serve them for decades and decades. Hotels as well still maintain themselves open as they previously did. All kinds of entertainment like Terra Natura Park, for example, like all the national parks, museums, the chocolate factory here right behind Benidorm, shopping centers, all the types of excursions and routes that some of specific Benidorm companies do and offer. This is still on. The only things that are not available right now is, for example, Aqualandia, you know, that is like basically water theme park, like aqua park. So obviously at this time of the year it's not available, but other than that, everything else is for you and it's ready waiting for you to explore it. You can also visit a lot of different areas here like Altea, Albir, Alfaz del Pi, Villajoyoso. You can even go to Alicante by train, which is amazing experience. If you want us to do so, we can do a tour on a train from Benidorm towards Alicante, just to show you how the way is looking like, because there are some amazing spectacular views from this train while you go through all the bay of the Mediterranean Sea, and it's definitely worth considering to visit it during your holidays if you have some spare time, because the trip is around 1 hour more or less. This is basically the situation right now here in Spain. Low season, as we say, but the second news that comes from Benidorm town in terms of the real occupancy shows us its true colors. We knew that the situation might be quite hard. However, we were still kind of positive because we thought, well, people were not traveling for such a long time. So those who were not coming in summer, you know, right now they really want to come in winter, especially those who don't like really like hot type of weather. So we expected people to arrive. However, Benidorm Hotels are slightly surprised in a negative way that they do not receive the expected occupancy as it is. Right now, Benidorm Hotels, those who are open, which is around 80%, I would say, they have around 60% average occupancy. So average hotel in Benidorm is slightly more than half occupied, okay, which is quite a lot, and it's still not on the levels of 2019, obviously, because there is inflation, because there's electricity prices, because there is a price rise in general in all the tourism industry, and also because of the huge reduction that is happening, recession, better to say, the correct word would be recession in UK. Here in Spain we don't have recession so far. Spanish newspapers don't talk much what is happening in the UK. They just say that there is a recession, and which is why a lot of people are also coming here. Those who still can are coming here to spend the winter, because it's slightly less expensive to use electricity here and have a rented property like an apartment for the winter months, and it's less money being spent than to stay at home. So let us know how the situation actually is. As usual, sharing is living, as we say here in Spain. Compartir es vivir, and you are always welcome to share your comments here and whatever you see and observe around you in different countries that you think might be useful for other people. So basically, this is the issue right now. More than half of tourists that are arriving are national tourists, but they're also arriving less than they used to do before, which obviously is due to the fact that here the situation is not the best either, and they just cannot spend so much money as they previously did. We are thinking and hoping that Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Three Kings as well will bring especially a lot more national tourists, and some international tourists will arrive as last minute bookings, because there's quite a lot of last minute offers, like flash offers, you know, for the next like 48 hours or a few days. So a lot of people are waiting for these to pop up to get a better deal. The 60%, as I've said, are national tourists that are arriving here. They might be not Spanish nationality, but they are national tourists who are living in Spain and just traveling here to Valencian community, to Benidorm. 31% is still British tourism, so still quite a good number in winter. 3.8% are people from Belgium and Holland, so basically Netherlands. I know we should call them Netherlands, that's like correct way to say it. 2.7%, and 1% are Irish people, and all the rest of nationalities, they're less than 1%, which is why they're not included like in this main top countries list, let's call it like this. So a lot of people are still arriving here, slightly less than it used to be, but it's normal, it's low season, it's not something to be scared of. Everything is open, you know, just a few establishments they did close for winter, or they did not manage to survive, but it doesn't mean that everything is empty, doesn't mean that there is nowhere to go, there's nothing to do, you know, everything is totally fine. People are still arriving and enjoying their holidays here in Benidorm, especially taking into consideration what the weather will be like for the next couple of weeks, which so far is a surprise, and we'll let you know about it at the end of the video. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is really interesting. The third one already, about the new contest that will be held in Benidorm. You know that Benidorm last year had Benidorm Fest. It was epic. We did do a official video from the inside of the Benidorm Fest, where you were not supposed to film actually, but I did ask for permission. They say they were not bothered about it. Only and when I would publish it after it was published already directly on the Spanish and like international television. So which I did, which is totally fine. And it was just amazing type of concert. I'm gonna leave you a link here down below in the comment section. So we went for the grand finale as well. We've seen the winner, which you know already was Chanel. And this year Benidorm Fest will be even longer. It's supposed to be around 1 entire week of different kinds of events and celebrations. And this year Benidorm's Municipal Hall has decided that it's not enough. Well, this year. Technically, it's 2023 already, just in a couple of weeks. Wow. Just got into my mind that just in a couple of weeks, it's going to be 2023 already. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to film for you New Year in Benidorm. I'm in shock. So basically, this will be a brand new tapas contest, which they ironically named Tapas Fest instead of Benidorm Fest. Tapas Fest, which will be held between 31st of January towards 4th of February. So you still have around 1 month to think about it if you will be coming on those days or if you want to arrive on those days. Benidorm will be extremely busy during Benidorm Fest. You need to know it just in case. A lot of the hotels will almost fully booked, so you need to check it out. Make sure that you have your place if you still did not book it, but you are planning to book it shortly. And it's gonna be just full. The bars and restaurants will be at full 100% capacity. It will be a summer, only in January in low season. So this Tapas Fest will be, so far, 18 establishments are confirmed, and they will all be showing us different tapas, the most popular tapas in Benidorm, and people will be able to try them for like popular prices, they call them here, which means that they're slightly cheaper prices than they usually are outside of these events. And people will be able to vote of which their favorite tapas is. And if you don't want to vote, you can just go like this. You can just try all these tapas and make a tapas tour around Benidorm, because why not? This is an amazing way to try out different establishments and try out different meals that are really, really typical here in Spain. So this event will be held shortly. We just need to know a little bit more details, but you can already start planning your holidays if you were planning to come on these dates as they are. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you who will be coming shortly to Benidorm and you don't know what the weather will be like on the most important festivities of this end of the year. First of all, let's talk about what's the weather in general in Spain. To be honest with you, I was quite surprised to see that on north sides of Spain it was pouring rain when we were there, and it was really, really strange. We did not see such a pouring rain in a really long time. We were not even able to drive, and when we came here today there was sunshine greeting us back again, which was just gorgeous weather. So on some north parts of Spain and still central parts, you will be able to see some clouds and some rain. However, here on Mediterranean area and Costa Blanca region, no clouds, no rain, just complete sunshine and gorgeous weather. Thursday 22nd, sunshine. 23rd, more or less the same. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the sun will be shining here in Benidorm's area. And the new year more or less should be around the same. So a lot of sunshine and a lot of vitamin D is waiting for all of you guys who will be coming shortly here to Spain. As for the temperatures will be also quite cozy and really, really nice. Right now it will be around 20 degrees, I would say. Well, at least it was today around 20 degrees. And tomorrow it's going to be more or less the same. On the rest of the days here, the temperatures will change slightly and they will sum up a couple of degrees up until 21 to 22 the next following days. And Mediterranean area is having just really gorgeous temperature. For the end of December, it's crazy. It feels like it's autumn in here. The trees still have a lot of green leaves on them. And it's simply incredible. We feel like in autumn, not at the end of December, low season here in Spain, and supposed to be one of the colder months. The water temperature today is around 17.3 degrees, so no one is actually swimming unless they're coming from northern and colder countries. This was the latest news update from Spain. I wish you a lovely, lovely day of today. And we'll see each other tomorrow with the loveliest epic video from the most beautiful town with Christmas decorations from the whole entire Spain, the city of Vigo. Bye, dears.